is up, YouTube? I had a topic today that I wanted to talk about. Is it better to have a lowered bike or a stock height bike? Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Back and forth, back and forth. Some people say don't lower your bike, some people say do. God, this thing sounds good. Yeah, I've heard a lot of comments back and forth. Lower it, don't lower it, whatever. I don't know. This is lowered. Obviously, you can see the front. You get around this curve. Okay, don't wave. Anyways, this is lowered. You can see the forks are slid through the triple clamp. So the front's lowered, and then the rear has a lowering link on it, and it's I don't know, it's adjustable, and I don't know where it's set at or whatever, but it's low. I'll put it like that. This whole bike is very low, and it's nice in a way, because you don't have to tippy toe it at all. I mean, I can flat foot it and have my knees bent, which to me, the height thing's not really a problem, because I'm about 5'11". I can flat foot a stock height bike. This one was just like this when I bought it, so it's kind of whatever. But I've heard people say that a stock height bike will handle better because it's raised up in the stock geometry. All the weight's in the correct spot like it's supposed to from factory, so that's where it handles the best at. Which, I mean, I don't know, I feel like if you're pushing it, then yeah, that probably matters. But if you're not pushing it, does it matter? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I've heard people say that they handle better factory height, stock height, raised up. And people say they handle sluggish or like shit, don't handle very good if they're lowered. I mean, I've ridden stock height bikes, and do they handle well? Yeah. Does this handle well? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I will say stock height, they are quite a bit more like flickable side to side. They tip in a lot fast, but this one's not bad. I mean, you can put a little bit of pressure. That's just pressure on the bar, and I mean, it goes pretty good. I mean, I think it's pretty exceptional. And I think that maybe has a little bit to do with your tires and how aggressive of a profile they are. I'd say that has quite a bit to do with it, really, but still. Because I've been kind of going back and forth on this, whether I want to raise it back up to stock height or leave it where it is. I've never rode it stock height because it was like this when I bought it. Which, I don't know why, because the guy that I bought it from wasn't short. He was taller than I was, so I don't know. Maybe the previous owner. Whatever. People will also say that lowering them makes them a lot more stable if you're going really fast. And I would say that I would agree there. This thing is like, it feels like a bullet. It feels like it's like glued to the ground at even 130, 140. It feels like it's on rails. So I would agree. So it's like, I don't know. Do you want to give up the stability for the quicker, you know, more flickable, quicker handling and stuff? Or do you want to keep the stability? I don't know. I've been kind of going back and forth on it. I'll probably, I think I'll probably eventually raise it back up just to try it. I mean, I could try it out, and if it, you know, if it sucks and I don't like it, then I can lower it again. It's not a big deal. I think I will like it because I like the flickable. My buddy's ZX6 that I rode in the last video, it's stock height, and I can flat foot it fine. But the flickability of it is better, and it does feel better. This, it feels like you have, I don't know, it feels like you have a limit of like how far you can lean, and you have a limit on all of them, but it feels like it's like, once it gets so far, it's like, I don't know. Doesn't feel like you can go anymore. That, now his ZX6R, it just feels like it will just fall over forever. It feels like if you want to push it, it'll do it. Like it'll lean as much as you want to. This, it's kind of, it'll definitely do it, but once you get like pretty good lean angle, it's kind of iffy. I just kind of wanted your guys' opinion on it, because I don't really know. I haven't rode a whole lot of bikes. This is my first bike, so I've heard people also say that they lower them for racing. You know, if you're straight run racing, drag racing, roll racing, or whatever, then it'll keep the front tire down. I guess because it's lower, the weight's closer to the ground. Maybe it's got a slightly longer wheelbase. I don't know, but that's what people say. And I will say, this thing is, which a 600's not really just going to power wheelie on you out of nowhere. That's more of a 1000 thing, but this thing does not come up at all. It doesn't even feel like it wants to, even a little bit. I can pull out of a road in first gear and just full throttle it and hold it all the way through first gear full throttle, and it will not pull the front wheel. So I guess that's nice. Yeah, I just kind of wanted some opinions on it. Somebody that knows more about it than I do. I'd also like some opinions on setting the suspension up, because I think I am going to raise it back up eventually just to try it out. I might like it better, I might not, I don't know. But if I raise it back up, I have heard people say another thing that you want to do is set it up for your weight. Set it, you know, set the sag and set the spring rates and the clickers and everything for your weight and what kind of riding you do. And I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. I have no clue. And I called a shop kind of local to my area. Well, he's about an hour away. And talked to him about it, and he said that they don't do any kind of suspension tuning. And I said, yeah, I thought about messing with it myself. And he said, well, if I were you, if I don't know what I'm doing, I wouldn't touch it. Because he said that he had one that he tried to tweak and mess with, and it ended up making it worse. So I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll admit that. I have no idea about how to set up suspension. And I don't want to mess around and screw with it and then make it, you know, worse. Screw it up, essentially. So Yeah, just let me know if any of you guys like race or anything like that. I mean, I'm not racing this thing, but a lot of people that do race know how to set up suspension. I'm just doing street riding, slightly aggressive street riding sometimes, maybe, but yeah. And if anybody else has made it to the end of the video here, to this far in the video, which who knows who has made it this far, but still, if you have made it this far, let me know on video ideas what you guys would like to see. I've got a few different ideas I'd like to do, but I'm always open to suggestions on topics or whatever you guys would like to see. So yeah, just put all that down there in the comments, do your thing. And I will I'll probably close this video out. I might make another one today, I don't know. I'm gonna catch up with some of my buddies, do some riding. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That'll be it for this video though. Thanks guys. Peace.